Big news, John. He's back. Deebo has followed the 49ers on Instagram, in addition to following Trey Lance, Chef Huey Lee, I think, I'm not positive, but that's what it looks like that name is, and his agent, Tori Dandy.
It's a good crew.
I know we laugh at this. Would you follow, if you did not follow a team you were not going to play for, would you follow them?
I mean, I follow some like the T-Wolves. I follow like the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, I follow some random teams. Again, this is where it kind of bothers me a little bit. I think we really overrate, like you wouldn't overrate and be like, John Middlekoff is dating so-and-so. Like that, I'm in a relationship, we're dating. Like that's hard action. John Middlekoff hosts a podcast with Guy Haberman. Like that's real. You could make some guesses on social media, but they'd all be guesses. I'm all over the map on following, unfollow. I guess I don't unfollow, I mute unless you follow. If you follow me and I follow you and I don't like you anymore, I mute you. If you don't follow me and I realize I found that with actually, I wouldn't say a mutual friend, you know him better than me. I realized he wasn't following me anymore and he had some kind of tweets. It's like, I don't need his negative energy in my life, so it's an easy unfollow.
Oh, can't wait to hear who that is. Brian Hawkins?
I think we overrate this stuff. Now, this one, I get it, but I don't know, man. He was never going anywhere. It was fun to talk about, but.
Well, we don't think that the Niners are never going to send him anywhere, but he requested a trade.
I'm not saying he didn't want out. I'm just saying
and unfollowed everybody. So if you said publicly, I am breaking up with Guy Haberman, and then unfollowed me on social media, and then 2 weeks later, people found that you refollowed me on social media, they'd go, oh, maybe the circumstances changed.
You want me to unfollow you right now?
No.
You were talking yesterday. You want to create some controversy.
Hopefully people wouldn't find this footage. But like, I think sometimes we get so dismissive of social media, which I'm pro being dismissive. I am. I've been, you know me. I've said it's not real life for so long as we've been doing this together. But it doesn't mean that things that happen there don't reflect real world actions.
I think we flip-flopped. I used to think it was life. You didn't think it was life. Then you got more into it, and now I hate it. And then we're kind of meeting in the middle now.
So you don't think it means anything?
No,
is that what you're saying?
Obviously, it doesn't mean nothing. But it's just, I am ready for social media / Deebo to come to an end. Now, it's Deebo probably not going to come to an end because unless they sign a contract, I don't expect to see him. Now, the one thing will be interesting because I don't think Trent Williams is going to be there until the mandatory. Nick Bosa, I think it's pretty clear, like he probably not going to be there. But Deebo is going to be discussed differently than those guys, right? Now, when the mandatory thing comes, is Deebo going to be there? Because then if he's not, like, to me, that's tangible, right? You get fined if you don't show up. Trent and Bosa both got on a plane and came to this. And again, it might be unfair to Trent. He could easily be there this week or not. Honestly, I guess I put him in a category I don't even care. He's allowed to do what he wants at this point in time. Same with Nick. Honestly, same with Deebo. If you just told me, Deebo's training on his own, would you have thought much about it if this whole thing hadn't happened?
No, not a thing.
But that's going to be whenever people are allowed out to practice, who's going to be the first guy they look for, right?
Deebo Samuel.
Do you think it'll be like noted, oh, Nick Bosa's also not here, but Deebo's going to be the headliner? Because they'll easily say, yeah, Nick told us he wasn't going to be here. Trent told us he wasn't going to be here. Deebo, yeah, we haven't talked. Because even Kyle said after the draft, he's like, we haven't talked a couple weeks.
Well, that'll be the question, right? Have you talked to Deebo? Did he tell you he wasn't coming? Did he tell you when he might show up?
Did he Instagram someone, DM the Niner account? Niner account follow him? Is it mandatory as a account manager for a team to follow all your own players?
Yeah, I've talked to somebody about that before. Not just follow your own players, but this was a college person I talked to. But like when you tweet out highlights, like they're going to notice whose highlights get tweeted, whose highlights don't get tweeted. So teams, you make highlight packages for all your guys, and you make sure there was a part. Remember the book 7 Seconds or Less by Jack McCallum? Great book. Yeah. I loved it.
Back when I used to read in 2000s.
Somebody wrote a piece. When did I read this? Maybe it was yesterday. Brian Curtis wrote a piece about it, and I'd forgotten this, but one of the things in the book was about how Sean Marion kind of feels slighted. One time he's in the huddle, he looks up, and the Kings like dancers and the hype crew is on the floor, and they're all wearing Nash, Amari Stoudemire jerseys, but no one's wearing a Sean Marion jersey, and that pissed Sean Marion off. But the social thing is stuff that these teams, especially I know with colleges, I'm sure with the NFL, I guarantee you they hear from agents.
I'm not disputing that the guys don't make a big deal of it,
because I think they also view it like that. That is part of, like, for me to be an endorser, you have to help build up my brand. So that's why I think you see it in college for NIL teams tweeting out guys' highlight tapes all the time, because it helps them put together a package. It helps them raise their profile.
But don't you think it's kind of stupid? Like, and I understand Sean Marion being mad that they're wearing, I don't know, the guys won back-to-back MVPs. But if you went just a random NBA fan, 35 and older, and just brought up Sean Marion, what's the first thing they say? Like, oh, the Suns teams, alley-oops, Steve Nash.
Yeah, or his jumper.
Yeah, but like his brand as a player was built from the team.
Yeah, but I think people view him as like a role player when he was averaging like 24 points a game.
Funky jumper for sure.
Apparently Trey responded, "Dog, I need whoever watches your IG to watch my wife's too."
Trey Lance is married?
No, but he's just being funny. Do you see what Drake did? Some guy talking shit to him at Instagram. Drake replied and was like, "I just followed your wife," and messaged her. And the guy responded like laughing his ass off. Drake DM'd the guy's wife, "I'm here if you need me, mama."
That's pretty good. That's an incredible move.
Isn't that fantastic?
That is a fucking elite move. That's